Good morning and welcome to your Energizing Flow. This is a full body practice to awaken and energize your whole being. You don't need any props, so when you're ready, start in child's pose. Release your seat down towards your heels and drape your torso forward over your thighs. Let the weight of your whole body become heavy as it melts down toward the mat. Take a few moments to tune in with your breath and set a simple rhythm that can remain consistent throughout the duration of your practice. On your next breath, press down firmly into your palms and rise up to all fours. Inhale, soften your belly toward the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine, draw your shoulder blades apart and tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your back. Flow between cat and cow one more time at your own pace, gently warming up your spine. And then find your way back to a neutral spine. Slowly start to make figure eights with your whole body. Lean your torso forward, and then send your hips back as you circle your shoulders and your hips in the shape of the number 8. And then reverse directions to flow the opposite way. Follow the rhythm of your own breath. Move at your own pace. On your next breath, find your way back to a neutral position and lift your right leg straight back behind you. Inhale deeply. Exhale, curl your knee towards your nose and round your spine. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, curl knee to nose. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, curl in. Option to continue like this, or option to reach your left arm forward as you inhale, and exhale, curl your elbow toward your knee. Do this 2 more times at your own pace. When you're finished, lower your hand if it's lifted, and turn your toes open toward the right. Release your right foot behind your left and press against the floor to lift your right arm high. Tuck your left toes under and root down firmly to float your right foot off the mat. Sweep your right arm over your head and inhale deeply. Exhale, curl your elbow and your knee toward each other. Inhale, reach back out. Exhale, curl elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, curl elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your hand and your knee back to all fours, and gently sway your hips from side to side. Inhale, lift your left leg back behind you. Exhale, curl your knee towards your nose and round your back. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, curl knee to nose. Option to continue like this, or option to reach your right arm forward as you inhale and curl your elbow to your knee as you exhale. Do this 2 more times at your own pace. When you've finished, release your right hand if it's lifted and turn your left toes toward the left. Release your left foot behind your right and reach your left arm toward the sky. Tuck your right toes under and press down to float your left foot off the floor. Sweep your left arm over your head and inhale deeply. Exhale, curl your elbow and your knee toward each other. Inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, curl elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, release your hand and your knee to the floor and return to all fours. Walk your hands forward just slightly tuck your toes, and float your knees off the mat. Send your hips toward the sky into down dog. Inhale, roll your weight forward to stack shoulders over wrists. Exhale, bend your knees to hover above the floor. Tip your tailbone up and send your seat back toward the sky into down dog. Inhale, roll your weight forward into plank. Exhale, bend your knees, tip your tailbone, and shift your hips back up into down dog. Do this one more time at your own pace. On your next breath, roll your weight forward into plank and soften your knees to the floor. Uncurl your toes and resist gravity as you lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, ground your feet in your pelvis and lift your chest up away from the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, slowly release back down, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back into down dog. Inhale, float your right leg toward the sky. Option to lower your left knee down. Exhale, draw your knee toward your nose and shift your weight forward. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, curl knee to nose. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, curl your knee to your nose. Look forward and step your foot next to your right thumb. Soften your back knee to the floor and uncurl your toes. Inhale, reach your arms up toward the sky. Exhale, sink your hips down. Bend your elbows and create a cactus shape. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together and broaden your chest. Exhale, round your spine and draw your forearms toward each other. Inhale, open and expand your heart. Exhale, round and curl your spine. Do this one more time at your own pace. Then lengthen your spine and reach your arms up high. Sink your hips low. Slowly release your fingertips to frame your front foot. Inhale, straighten your front leg and point your toes toward the sky. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your front knee and sink your hips down. Inhale, straighten your leg and lengthen your back. Exhale, bend your knee and soften your hips. Flow through this one more time. And then release your hands to frame your front foot, tuck your back toes and lift your knee, and inhale to step your right foot to the back of your mat into plank, option to lower your knees. Exhale, shift your weight forward and bend your elbows to lower roughly halfway down. Inhale, flip your toes, straighten your arms, and broaden your chest. Exhale, flip your toes and lift your hips high into an inverted V shape. Inhale, float your left leg to the sky, option to lower your right knee down. Exhale, curl your left knee toward your nose and shift your weight forward. Inhale, reach your leg high. Exhale, curl your knee to your nose. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, curl knee to nose. Look forward and step your foot next to your left thumb. Lower your back knee down and uncurl your toes. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, sink your hips toward the mat. Bend your elbows and create a cactus shape in your arms. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open your heart. Exhale, curl your spine and draw your forearms toward each other. Inhale, broaden your chest. Exhale, round your spine. Do this one more time at your own pace. And then reach your arms back up high. Slowly release your fingertips to frame your front foot. And inhale, straighten your left leg and flex your ankle. Exhale, bend your knee and sink your hips. Inhale, straighten your leg and lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your knee and soften downward. Do this one more time at your own pace. And then plant your palms, tuck your back toes, and lift your knee. Inhale, step your left foot back into plank, option to lower your knees. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower into a push-up. Inhale, flip your toes, straighten your arms, and broaden your chest. Exhale, flip your toes and lift your hips up and back into down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Option to lower your left knee. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose and shift forward. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, draw your knee to your upper right arm. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, draw your knee to your upper left arm as high as you can reach. Inhale, reach your leg up high. Exhale, step your foot forward next to your right thumb. Press against the floor and sweep your arms up to the sky. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, bend your left knee to hover just above the floor. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, bend and hover. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, bend and hover. Inhale, extend, draw your hands to your hips, and straighten your front leg. Exhale, bend your knee deeply. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, and this time keep your legs straight as you lead with your chest and hinge from your hips to fold forward. You can keep your hands as they are or let them frame your front foot. Energetically scissor your legs toward each other. Inhale, lift your torso roughly halfway up and soften your front knee. Either walk your hands to the top of your mat or draw your palms to meet at your heart. Lean forward and spring off your back leg and immediately kick and extend it straight back behind you. Stretch the crown of your head forward and square your hips to the floor. Ground down strongly into your right leg. Inhale deeply. Exhale, soften your right knee and tap your left toes down. Inhale, frame your front foot with your hands and float your right foot to the back of your mat to hover above the floor, option to lower your knees. Exhale, lean forward and bend your elbows to lower roughly halfway down. Inhale, flip your toes, lower your right leg, straighten your arms, and broaden your chest. Exhale, flip your toes and lift your hips up high. Inhale, sweep your left leg to the sky, option to lower your right knee. Exhale, draw your left knee toward your nose and shift your weight forward. Inhale, sweep your leg up and back. Exhale, draw your knee to your upper left arm. Inhale, reach your leg high. Exhale, draw your knee to your upper right arm. Inhale, sweep your leg back. Exhale, step your foot forward and place it next to your left thumb. Root down to rise up high and reach your arms to the sky. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your right knee to hover above the floor. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, bend and hover. Inhale, stretch and extend. Exhale, bend and hover. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, draw your hands to your hips. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, bend your knee deeply. Inhale, stretch and straighten. Exhale, bend your knee deeply. Inhale, stretch and extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten your leg and keep it straight this time. Exhale, lead with your chest, hinge from your hips, and fold forward over your front leg. You can keep your hands as they are or let them frame your front foot. Energetically scissor your legs together and lengthen your spine. Inhale, lift your torso roughly halfway up. Exhale, soften your front knee. Walk your hands forward or draw your palms to meet at your heart and spring off your back leg. Straighten your left knee and kick back strongly through your right foot. Stretch the crown of your head forward. Inhale deeply. Exhale, soften your standing leg and tap your right toes to the back of your mat. Inhale, frame your front foot with your hands and float your left leg back to hover above the floor, option to lower your knees. Exhale, lean forward and bend your elbows to lower into a push-up. Inhale, flip your toes, lower your left foot, straighten your arms, and expand your heart forward. Exhale, flip your toes, and lift your hips up high into downward facing dog. Lengthen your spine and lengthen your breath. On your next breath, step your left foot forward between your hands. Turn your right toes toward the right and ground your heel. Windmill your arms up into a T shape into Warrior Two. Inhale, interlace your fingers behind the back of your head. Exhale, side bend and crunch your left elbow towards your left knee. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, rise up and extend your arms back out into a T. Flip your left palm to the sky. And exhale, lean your torso toward the back of your mat and lengthen your left side body. Inhale, rise back up, straighten your front leg, and turn your left toes toward the right. Turn your heels in and your toes out, and then bend your knees deeply to sink low into a squat. Draw your palms to meet at your heart. Inhale, float your right heel up away from the floor. Exhale, release it. Inhale, lift your left heel up. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, lift your right heel. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your left heel. Exhale, release. Do this one more time on each side. And then straighten your legs. Turn your right toes to face the back of your mat and turn your left toes to face the long edge. Bend your front knee deeply and open your arms into a T shape into Warrior Two. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your head and inhale, grow tall. Exhale, side bend and crunch your right elbow to your right knee. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, rise up and reach your arms out wide. Flip your right palm up and exhale, lean toward the back of your mat. Elongate your right side body. Inhale, rise back up. Straighten your front leg and turn your right toes toward the long edge of your mat. Slide your heels in and your toes out, and again sink your hips down into a goddess squat. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, side bend and crunch your left elbow to your left knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, crunch your right elbow to your right knee. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, curl your left elbow to your left knee. Continue to move at your own pace. Follow the rhythm of your own breath. On your next breath, slowly rise back up and straighten your legs. Turn to face the top of your mat and plant your hands. Inhale, step back into a high plank, option to lower your knees. Exhale, lean forward and bend your elbows to lower halfway to the floor. Inhale, flip your toes, straighten your arms, and broaden your chest. Exhale, flip your toes and lift your hips up high into down dog. Find length in your back body. Inhale, look forward and lift your heels. Softly bend your knees. Exhale, either step or lightly float your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your torso roughly halfway up. Exhale, soften and fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees deeply and sink your hips low. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, draw your palms to meet at your heart. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, twist your torso to the right. Option to hook your left elbow over your right thigh. Inhale, unwind your twist and return to center. Exhale, twist toward the left. Option to hook your right elbow over your left thigh. Energetically squeeze your legs together. Inhale, unwind and come back to center. Exhale, bend your knees deeply to release your seat to the floor. Catch hold behind your knees and ground into your sitting bones to lift your spine. Lean back slightly and float your feet off the mat. Option to release your arms to reach forward toward the top of your mat. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, interlace your fingers and keep your index fingers pointing forward. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky and lift your spine. Exhale, twist your torso toward the right and reach your arms to the outside of your legs. Inhale, rise back up tall. Exhale, twist toward the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist left. Do this one more time on each side at your own pace. Slowly release your hands and release your feet down to the floor, roughly hip distance apart. Reach your arms forward and very slowly start to round your back body as you resist gravity and lower all the way down to the mat. Bend your knees and hug them into your chest and gently sway your hips from side to side. Release your arms out into a T shape and gently lower your knees over toward the left side of your mat. Relax the weight of your shoulders downward. Option to turn your head toward the right. Inhale, draw your knees back up through center. Exhale, release your knees over toward the right. Soften your shoulders down. Option to turn your head toward the left. Inhale, lift your knees back up and wrap your arms around your legs to give yourself one final hug. Exhale, slowly extend your legs out long and release your arms down by your sides. Soften the weight of your whole body down into the mat. Option to close your eyes and allow yourself to completely surrender downward. Let your body become heavy. Let your breath become full. And allow your mind to become still. Let everything soften and relax into your final resting pose, Savasana. Slowly become aware of your breath. Rest one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. And feel the rise and fall of your abdomen and chest with each breath. Gently draw your knees toward your chest and roll over onto one side. Press against the floor to rise up into a comfortable seat and lift up tall through your spine. Option to close your eyes. Pause for a moment to notice how you feel and to take a moment of gratitude for your practice. Draw your palms to meet at your heart and softly bow your chin toward your chest. Thank yourself for showing up and for taking this time for yourself. See you next time. If you'd like to see more classes like this, please be sure to like this video, leave a comment, share this video with a friend or family member, and subscribe.